Hi there guys, here's another question on graphs, which is pretty tough because it's not just finding the equations and the lines, it's the area of triangles. And sometimes it can be quite hard to understand what they're actually talking about. So, the basics is find the equation of the line. We've got our normal 2 points and this normal form. And we're told about the area of this triangle. We're told it's some various things. We'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so let's start with the first bit, find the equation of the line. So we don't know the gradient, so let's find that. So m is the difference in y, or the change in y, dy by dx, however you call it. Or y2 take away y1, so it's 2 take away 5 over 4 minus 1, which is negative 3/5. So not the nicest number to start off with. Now we can use our probably the easiest equation is this. And because both of these points here and here are on the line, I'm going to use this one because it simply hasn't got any negatives, so hopefully it's easier. But looking at this, I know negatives are going to be involved. So y take away y1, so that's 2, is my gradient, minus 3/5, x minus the x1, which was 4. Now I just got to tidy this up. So y minus 2 equals minus 3/5 of x minus, oh no, sorry, it's plus, because minus times a minus, plus 12 over 5. And I just realised I missed out the x. Okay, we're going to have to add this 2. So because these are all over 5, let's think of 2 as being this. Because 10 over 5 is 2. So it's going to be minus 3/5 of x plus 10 over 5, so that's going to be 22/5. Okay, so using your fraction knowledge, I'm going to write this, but then I'm going to delete it because I want this space for the next part of the question. But you should be happy that this is the same thing as that. When you add fractions with the same denominator, you just combine the bottoms and add the tops, and that's exactly what I've done there. So I'm just going to get rid of that. But it's going to make understanding this next bit when we divide by 5, times by 5 a lot easier. Okay, so because we need it in this form here, it means, and it would always say where x and b and c are integers, it doesn't want any fractions. So in fact, what I am going to do is just drop this down a tad. So because we've got this divide by 5, we're going to have to times everything by 5. And remember, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So I'm just changing colour. So times by 5 to this side, and like I just shown you, this is one common denominator. So times in by 5, I'm going to get minus 3x plus 22. It's going to remove it from that side. Get everything on one side, so this is negative, so I'm going to put it on, or collect them on this side, so it's going to be 3x plus 5y's minus 22 is equal to 0. Alright, now, let's see if I can, yeah, that's good. So the line crosses, so this line here that I've just worked out, crosses the x-axis at point A, and it crosses the y-axis at point B. So let's make a sketch of graph. I've got a feeling we're going to need one. So there's my x, oops, and there's my y. So when something crosses the x-axis, you should know that this is also the line y equals 0. So the y is always 0. So let's have a look at using this one. I'll just change colour again. So if my y is 0, it's going to be 0 equals minus 3x plus 22. Oops, sorry, that's 22. Which means 3x is equal to 22. which means x is equal to 22 over 3. So let's put that, say there. That's 22 over 3. Now, this is also called the line where x is 0, because that's every coordinate on there, x is 0. So if we now make this the x to be 0, we have 5 y's are equal to 22. So y is equal to 22 over 5. Okay. Okay, so let's put the y value up here. So this is point A, the one we started with. This is point B. So that's A and that's B. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to draw a straight line, and I'm going to cheat with my straight line tool. Just have to wait for my computer to realise I've just pressed the straight line tool button. Okay, it's woken up. So, there we go. And we know the gradient is negative, so it's in the right direction. So everything's looking pretty good right now. Now it asks us for the area of the triangle OAB, and O is the origin. So there's that. And the area of a triangle basically is half times the base times the height. So it's going to be a half times the base, so that distance there, we're at 0 to 22 over 3, so it's definitely just 22 over 3, times the height, which is 22 over 5. Okay, so not the nicest of multiplications, but you know, we teach you this in junior school to multiply 22 by 22. So I'm just going to do that down here. So 2 2s are 4, and again, add the 0, 2 2s are 4, and again, so you get 484. So that's 484 over 30. And you can see that they're both even, so let's keep going, it's good practice. So the bottom one's going to be 15, and that's going to be 242. And there you have it. That is the area of the triangle. It makes you feel like you've gone wrong because the numbers are horrible, but you've just got to go with it, and it's right.